On today's show, Tesla speeds up the assembly line by cutting colors. VW is ready to make production parts with 3D printing, and BMW axes all its diesels in the American market. All that and more coming right up on Autoline Daily. This is Autoline Daily, the voice of the global automotive industry. Well, Tesla has struggled to hit production targets, and in an effort to simplify manufacturing, the EV maker is removing a couple of paint colors from its standard palette. Elon Musk tweeted that obsidian black and metallic silver would only be available upon special request and at a higher price. That brings the number of base colors for the Model 3, S, and X down to 5. Volkswagen says it will be mass manufacturing 3D printed parts in the next 2 to 3 years. It will be using printer maker HP's new metal jet process that, depending on the component, is 50 times faster than other 3D printing methods. Parts are produced layer by layer using a metal powder and a binder. They're then baked in a sintering process to fuse the layers together rather than using a laser to melt the powder. VW will first use the process to make individualized parts like tailgate lettering and gear knobs or keys with personalized lettering for customers. But its goal is to produce over 100,000 printed structural parts a year that would be no bigger than a soccer ball. Well, we got sad news yesterday. Don Panoz, who was 83 years old, died from pancreatic cancer. Panoz made billions inventing the nicotine patch to help people quit smoking, but the irony is that he smoked a pack a day. But he also started his own sports car company and successfully fielded his cars in endurance racing, including the 24 Hours of Le Mans, where he took a class win. Don was our guest on Autoline After Hours 2 years ago, and he was a blast to have on the show. And we've always admired billionaires like him and Roger Penske, who continue to work even though they don't have to. And we really like this line from his official obituary. Quote, "He enjoyed his last cigarette and said goodbye to the world in the early hours of the morning, surrounded by his loving family." We'll have more after this.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone Tires, your journey, our passion. Dow Automotive Systems, advanced materials that deliver better results. Lear, a global leader in automotive seating and electrical systems, and by ExxonMobil.
Will self-riding motorcycles be coming to a dealership near you? Well, not anytime soon. But BMW Motorrad created this autonomous motorcycle to learn how it can improve safety. The data it gathers from the test bike will be used to help BMW Motorrad develop systems that can detect road conditions and rider attentiveness. The bike would then be able to inform the driver of a situation, give a warning, or take over completely if it needs to. And with so many automakers getting into autonomy as a mobility service, we think projects like this one will eventually lead to autonomous motorcycles that don't care how skilled a rider is, being used in a ride-hailing or ride-sharing scenario. Speaking of BMW, the automaker has confirmed it will no longer offer a diesel in North America starting next year. BMW cited declining diesel sales as the reason and says it will instead focus on plug-in hybrid models and performance-oriented gasoline engines. Earlier this month, we reported that FCA filed a patent violation complaint with the U.S. International Trade Commission, accusing Mahindra of infringing upon Jeep design with its Roxor off-road vehicle. Mahindra, on the other hand, claims it had a deal with FCA to build it. Well, we'll soon find out who's right and who's wrong. Yesterday, the ITC announced it will launch an investigation and hopes to complete it within 45 days. Coming up next, the new Lexus ES will be the first mass-produced vehicle with a digital outer mirror. Just like today's mirrors, but are much smaller and thinner, which will definitely improve aerodynamics and reduce wind noise. The video feeds are displayed inside the car on small screens mounted at the base of the A-pillars, and we think this technology will quickly spread to other luxury cars. Because if there's one thing that designers hate, it's big bulky mirrors hanging off the sides of a car. Mercedes just introduced the new GLE. Not only has the styling been refreshed, but the new SUV is bigger than the outgoing model with a wheelbase that's 3 inches longer. A third row is now optional thanks to that extra space. In the US, customers can choose from a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo or a 3-liter inline 6-cylinder turbo with a 48-volt hybrid. Both engines are mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. Models equipped with the 48-volt system now have the option for what the company calls e-active body control, which is a hydropneumatic active suspension that's combined with the air suspension. It allows the driver to control the spring and damping forces at each wheel individually, which not only counteracts body roll, but pitching and squat as well. The 2020 GLE makes its official debut at the Paris Auto Show in October and will go on sale in the US next year. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and please join us again tomorrow.